Good morning, welcome to another job. This job is a wildlife pond, as you may know, well you should know by now, one of my favourite jobs to do. We have an existing small wildlife pond which is doing well. It's in a little container, like a bath if you like, plastic container. It is off the ground. Lady does have some frogs in there and we've had dragonflies around it, but she would like a proper sunken wildlife pond. We're going to be increasing the area of it quite a lot. I'll show you properly in a minute when I turn the camera around. But in essence, I'm going to come around this way here, and then we're going to be removing a couple of rows of these paving slabs, leaving some access for the customer to walk around. She's very much into her planting. She likes her tropical feel with these ferns and these large leaf plants. So customer's going to be planting the back edge. We're doing a wetland seed mix around the front. Cobble beach area around here. I will be putting some lights in for as well, uplighters for the back of the garden and to highlight the pond, so she can see it from her window. Can look out. At the minute she can't see the pond because of this here, so I'm going to be clearing this, getting out there anything in any wildlife, should I say, in the existing little pond. We're going to save and put that to one side, put them back in at the end with the new pond, remove these sleepers, and then start marking out the new area. So yeah, let's crack on. So access is a little bit tricky here, just to try and get through the garage door there around to the front. So I've had to bring my boards up over this decked area and down here. Hopefully that will serve the purpose. So here's the pond that's removing that. Sleepers go in. These three slabs go in here. These slabs go in here. Customer's going to be walking around there. We're going to finalise the pond shape together. We've obviously got to keep a border away from the fence for planting. Cobble beats this side and then bring it around there into the lawn, which will be absolutely lovely. Okay, so I've cleared the area. As you can see, I've got my hose pipe laid out in a funky, interesting shape, which is what the customer wanted. For the wildlife pond, we're going to have the cobble beach section here. We're going to have a wetland seed mix around this edge here, and then my customer is going to plant her ferns and her larger plants that she's got in mind, her tropical theme around that back edge. That'll frame it up nicely, interspersed with some of the boulders that I'm going to be putting in the pond as a retainer for the deeper well section. We're going to pop some of them around there. Little log pile as well, dragonfly perch as I always do. So yeah, we like that shape. That'll fit nicely. We can work with that. Very nice. It's been, well, you've probably not seen the video clips, but it has been raining after probably an hour after I started this morning, which is sod's law. Wasn't forecast, but it's eased up again now. It's more like a misty rain for anyone that's interested. So I'm going to spray paint this out now, and then I will start digging. Okay, so I don't know if you can see too well in this light. We have the outline, very basic outline of the pond. Dug first layer. Now this has got to go down another 100mm from this depth here, and then I will outline a middle section that's going to go down to a depth of about 80-90 centimeters in the middle. That's going to have the boulders as a retainer. That's going to be where the frogs and toads can go over winter. Hibernation. I'll always plant a lily in a pot down there. That's the only thing I will plant in a pot. Everything else will be in the sort of 100 to 150mm subsoil layer all around. Grade the edges in so we've got no steep drops for any wildlife here. So the cobble beach is going to be going there. It's just getting very nasty on the feet now, very slippy, where this is constant. I think you can't really see it on the camera, but constant drizzle all day, and it's just, I'm just walking it out everywhere. So while I'm going up and down these boards, it's just getting quite slippy, quite a bit precarious at times, shall we say, in and out with this barrow. But is what it is. Just be careful, keep going on. It's meant to be a little bit drier the rest of the week. When I say drier, I think it's just like a misty rain. But anyway, I'm going to take out probably another 100mm on this layer, get that in a skip. That might be it tonight. It's just gone 3 o'clock. Light's probably going to start going at 4:30 this time of year here, and it's not really got light today, to be honest. Anyway, so we'll get that dug out, and then tomorrow start getting the deeper section marked and dug, I think. Okay, I've got this, as you can see, dug down another 100mm. Got some nice graded sides going on there. I will be outlining with my spray paint the deeper well section tomorrow. The back of the pond just needs taking out a little bit more, probably another couple of inches, because the garden actually raises up that way. So in order to keep the water level, I just need to grade off a little bit more of the back of the pond there, which you can do tomorrow, and then just take a perimeter, about 6 inches perimeter around the side of that pond there, so it's level with this section here for the wetland seed mix. All will become apparent tomorrow, but for tonight, that's it. I've got, I think, more mud on me and my tools than I have in the skip at the minute, and the skip is filling quite quickly. So I will be back here in the morning. We'll get this dug down. For now, goodbye. Good morning. It's a dry morning, so that's a good morning. Got a little bit of groundwater just sat in a part of this here, but hopefully once we get through the layers a little bit more, it'll be firm enough again. So let's get this big main area dug out first. Okay, that is my pond dug out and shaped. It's easier to see in real life than the video, the contours, but hopefully you can see that. I've got a maximum depth there. Time that's got some soil at the bottom. That's going to be about 80 centimeters from water level there, which is perfect depth for frogs, toads, and the lilies I'm going to be putting down there. And you may also see in this corner here, I've dug down. Basically, what I'm going to be doing there, I'm going to fill that with some gravel after the liner's gone in, and that's going to be a bit of an emergency overflow, just in case we get a heavy load of rainfall. I want this side to be lower than paving side, so any water can start weeping down there into the gravel and soaking away into the soil rather than coming up here. But I don't think we're going to get that far, but it's always good to, just in case, plan it at this stage, have it there. If you don't use it, you don't use it, but at least it's there. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to excavate a little hole here ready for where I'm going to concrete in a post that the electric double socket for the lights is going to be mounted on. So if I get that done now, get the post bitumen painted at the bottom, and I can concrete that in tomorrow. So that'll be another good job done. Yeah, coming along nicely. Okay, the hole is dug for the post. I'm just going to give that a coat with bitumen, let that dry tonight, concrete that in tomorrow. Now the weather forecast said it wasn't meant to rain this week, as we know it rained yesterday. I'm just looking at that sky there. It looks a bit rainy. So I've got a horrible feeling this lovely hole I've dug could well be having a few inches of water in it in the morning that I'm going to have to pump out before I put my liner in. Liner hasn't arrived yet. My fleece liner has, but weirdly my the actual membrane liner hasn't arrived, which is most unlike my supplier. So I'm hoping that turns up tomorrow. Otherwise I'm going to be a little bit stuck. But yeah, sky is more the issue at the minute, so we'll see how it goes. It is what it is. It is autumn after all. Okay, let's get this post bitumen painted. Good morning, it's a new day. I know I keep going on about the weather. It's a bright day. Little bit of groundwater in the bottom there. I'll just get a little pot, take that out of there. I bought some soft sand with me today. I'm just going to go around these top edges with the soft sand. Clay down the bottom is absolutely lovely, but just where we had an old concrete base, little bit bitty, should we say, a bit gravelly, bit hard stone in there, which I've done my best to take the most out of. But if I put a bit of soft sand layer around there before I put my fleece liner down, it just makes me feel a bit happier. So we're going to get the sand in, get the liner in, get that post concreted in there. That can be set in. I'm still unfortunately waiting for the actual pond liner, so I'm going to chase them up today, because obviously I can't load anything in until I've got my liner in, because I need to put another layer of fleece on, then the soil, and then the stones. So yeah, but we'll carry on as best we can for now. Hello, good morning. So back on site now. I had to pull away for half a day. The liner hadn't turned up, but I have the liner with me now. That's all good. I'm going to get the liner in, quickly show you that, get the other fleece on, quickly show you that, and then we'll be ready for putting the soil in, start and get the lilies and the stones and the rest of the soil in. Okay, so that is the 1mm EPDM liner in. Let's get the top layer of fleece on, and then we're all ready to start getting soil and rocks in. And that's the top layer of fleece in.